Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning. And Paul, I'm sure, is finishing up his bus run and should join us, let's see, in the next 20 minutes or so. Everybody. It is Tuesday morning. And Paul, I'm sure, is finishing up his bus run and should join us. Let's see. So, let me get this set up here. Hey, Z, how you doing? Okay. Get this pinned. Do my little housekeeping here. Live chat should be up there. Sunstar, good morning, good morning. Boy, it's just a nasty old day today here. It isn't anything to write home about, that's for sure. Temperature's 33 degrees. Winds gusting 7 to 10, 15 miles an hour. Just one of those kind of days. I thought earlier about going out and catching a ship, and thought twice about it and says, nah, I don't think so. Because it was spitting ice pellets, and I didn't think I wanted to be even. I'm sure the drone probably could have handled most of that. However, the old guy behind the sticks couldn't. So how's everybody doing today? David, I hope everything's good with you. Paul Hodges has been glowing, about his Autel. He really is enjoying it, getting used to it, and he loves the camera on it. So that's probably going to be his go-to drone now. Yeah, I did a late night last night ship, kind of a last minute spur of the moment type of thing. I decided to go down and get it, and it turned out fairly well, I thought. Didn't have any lights on it. That's the bad part, but the lights seem to have at least turned out halfway quality from the shores. Oh yeah, AZ. Yep, the wedding is on. That should really be nice. But they're holding it in on the East Coast, I think. Does that mean you got to travel, or? What day is it, AZ, that the wedding's on? I think it's this coming weekend. As you can see, the weather is just blasé. Not much going on there. Oh, okay, great. That makes it easier on you. It's Saturday and it's going to be in Arizona. Well, that's good. That makes it nice, AZ. My little peanut munchers have been out there and around. I've been tossing peanuts to them, but it's so darn cold out that even the blue jays are kind of sparse. Let's take a look and see how things are going down at the Teeny Martini Bar. It's a little bit early for anything really live to be going on down there, but yeah, you only got a couple of people sitting there. Not a lot of activity at the Teeny Martini Bar. Early morning. Ichigumi, good morning from Japan. Yeah, it's a blasé day here. Not a lot going on. Kind of overdid it a little bit yesterday up and down ladders and putting more Christmas lights up. But pretty much done now, except for the one tree that's over there that's kind of sparsely lit. What I've been doing is I have these great big totes that have wheels on one end, and they're full of lights. And what I find they're full of lights is mostly the lights that are either not working or are half of it. So although it's not in my nature to throw things away, I've been throwing away Christmas lights that probably, if somebody wanted them, you could maybe get them to work. I don't know. You got to take the damn little bulbs out and put them back in, out and in, out and in, out and in, and that's just not my style. Time difference, yeah, it bothers me too. Especially, it gets dark so early. And yeah, it's getting light a little earlier, but not that much earlier. It's like starts getting light about 7 a.m. Hey, here comes himself, the Prince of the Islands, Rob Welch.
Hey, Bert. I seen you struggling on your own.
Oh, well, it is what it is.
Printers and all running minds.
Oh, that's okay. You just continue on with what you're doing, my friend. It's good to see you.
Oh, yeah, you too. I have been watching a little bit. But, you know what it's like. It's just busy.
Yep. AZ's got a big weekend coming up. His son's getting married.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, AZ.
Yeah, and so everybody is flying in from all over for the wedding, and they're having it in Arizona. So.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, he's been working real hard on it.
Hey, cool. Glitch your guns, whatever.
Gumi.
Yeah, JD. Pretty cool. And obviously AZ, yeah, congrats. Yeah. How old your boy then, AZ?
I think they've been, he and the future missuses, if I recall correctly, David, you can correct me, but I think they've been dating for like 8 or 9 years.
Oh, wow.
Finally decided to pull the trigger, you know? Now, I could be wrong, but that in my old man brain, that's what I had in there. JD said he didn't get an invitation. Mike Reddick, how you doing? It probably lost in the mail, JD.
Yeah, I didn't get an invite either.
Sad part of it is Rob's stubborn enough, he's liable to have showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 2 boys, 30 and 26.
Things, you know.
JD said he's going to show up with a tuxedo painted on his body.
That easy. Yes.
The yeah, Paul is really loving that Autel that he got.
They're brilliant.
Yeah, the camera is what really, you know, it's like I did that ship video last night in the dark, and the camera just is amazing for what you get.
Oh, I love my hotels. I've been speaking to them quite a bit recently.
Have you?
Yeah.
Do they have any really big commercial ones, Rob, or no?
Hang on. Sorry.
Do they have any really big commercial ones? You know, like
That's what I'm speaking to them about. I want yeah, like I want a couple of different things I do. I'm not going to go into it on here, but
well, if they were to just upscale what they've got to the bigger drone.
Yeah, I want a bigger camera, bigger drone, longer flight time.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, sadly, Rob, that isn't asking a lot because it's not like starting from scratch engineering it. They've already got the engineering down. It's just the scale. Scale it up.
Yeah, it is. It's not as easy as that, apparently. So it's costly.
Oh yeah, you know,
Rob's hard at work.
the thing of it is that, yeah, it would be costly, but then, you know, people are buying the M30 and all these other ones, and that's not cheap either.
Oh, no. No, not at all.
Oh, getting ready for a print?
Yeah, they're all running.
Now, are those scratches in the bed? Is that?
No, that's just glass.
Okay, so it's just all right.
It's just
residual glass smudge.
That's the word. And I find that if I leave it on there, it always sticks.
Yeah.
I don't have problems with the
well, yeah, I would imagine that kind of almost helps you not have to worry about it sliding around and sticking because it's those little nibbies on there, you know.
You're getting posh now with all the different cameras.
AZ answered, I didn't see it, but he answered JD when JD said he's gonna have body painted tuxedo. He says, make sure to cover up all the holes, JD.
There's only two in there.
What's that, Rob?
I said there's only two holes.
Well, he's probably got some piercings, and who knows if they're down there too, you know?
Yeah.
JD says, yeah, that's Rob's patented bed glue.
Yeah. I will clean it off when but at the moment I'm just printing the same thing, so it's fine.
Yeah. Well, you're continually printing, right?
Oh, they don't stop. They run day and night.
How's the office turn out for you?
Yeah, really good. Really good. We're actually up and running now. The only
Good.
thing I haven't done is I haven't put all the printers in there yet. They're
Oh,
still
okay.
they're still here. Because at least when they're here, when the print stops at 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, I can just press reprint, or the wife can press it. If they're down there, there's nobody there to,
You'd almost have to have a night technician, right?
yeah, you need somebody there 24/7. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do yet. I've ordered one of them conveyor belt ones.
Oh,
So, yeah, that should be in a couple of days.
now what is there anything new in the printing biz that, you know, like new technology or new you know, like
He'll be up on that one, he will.
like food printing, is that going anywhere, or
Is what, sorry?
food printing?
I don't know. The only one I've seen, which looks really interesting, is they're doing a printer now with a gimbal,
Oh.
3-axis or 4-axis gimbal, so that then you can print sidewards and this and that
Yeah.
and everywhere. That yeah, I'm not sure if they're prototypes yet or what people have done, but yeah,
Well, you
they
probably have to have a special you'd have to have a 3D program for a gimbal, right?
Yeah, I don't know how that works or what, but you know, I've seen that's what some people are doing. I've ordered a scanner as well, so we can scan objects and print. I don't mean to make them easy. I've already got some plugs here. Yeah. That'll be hysterical, JD.
JD says that till he photobombs the wedding party.
I'll come dressed as the bridesmaid.
Oh, the food printers that they have out now, AZ says they print with chocolate or with and pancakes. So the bed must be hot enough for pancakes in order to cook them, or I don't understand how that would work.
Yeah, I don't know. The missus bought this blender thing a couple of weeks back, where if you're making like a soup, like a mushroom soup or something like that,
Yeah.
you chuck all the stuff in, push a couple of buttons, it sort of chops them, dices them. Then this blender heats up and cooks them.
Oh, all at once.
All at once.
And so then you just pour out the finished product.
Yeah, you just chuck it all in together as one, and it does everything.
Wow.
And then afterwards, you could even like click a button before you you started to say yes, cook it, but then keep it warm.
Wow, here comes Ron.
Yeah, I've seen Ron in ages.
Hey,
Right,
Ron.
Ron.
Hi, guys.
Hey, you look tired, buddy.
Tired and a little bit of agony. It hurt my back this week.
Oh,
Yeah, not good.
Good to see you, Ron.
Yeah, good to see you, Rob.
was it a slip and fall situation or just moved the wrong way?
I think I just moved the wrong way and it re-aggravated my injury from 8 years ago. And same thing I had 2 days before I left for Alaska.
Ah,
Hopefully this will go away. Thank God I had Don's son-in-law who helped me drag that deer out. We got his son-in-law. The purpose of the whole trip was to get his son-in-law, who's very close to him, and get him a deer. Let me show you. Got him a real nice 10-point buck, white-tailed deer. Share screen. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so we got him a pretty nice buck. So, and Don was really struggling out there with the cold air.
oh yeah.
I had him out for a picture, and then 30 seconds later, all right, back to my truck now.
What
There's
Mr. Hunter.
what would that have weighed, that deer?
Maybe 150.
So you had to drag that 150 deer how far?
About 300 yards.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we got him. And I just feel so bad for him because Don did not get a deer. He had high expectations and he turned down several. He was looking for the monster buck of the century.
The big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always looking for the big one. Sometimes you hold out, you don't get nothing.
Yeah. But the big important thing was getting his son-in-law the deer. He never got one before.
Oh, so that was his first deer.
First white-tailed deer. Yep. Oh, JD, master of the wild frontier. So I got one more hunt. New hunters coming in today. So
How are you going to
I-
handle that with your back hurting?
very gently. So we got a lot of people coming today. See, what happened was last year they had that chronic waste disease that came through Wyoming,
Yeah.
and it put a hurting on the deer population. So Fish and Wildlife decided to help try and get the herd built back up. They cut a whole week off of deer season. So all the hunters that Ralph had scheduled for the 4th week have now been put into the 3rd and the 2nd and the 1st week.
In other words, they got to choose one of the three, not.
Right. If they can do it, a lot of them have plans and flights.
Yeah, I would imagine a year in advance they schedule that week,
Mm-hmm. And guys want to hunt in the rut, I mean, it's rut now. But yeah, I just went out and my deer probably all pissed off. I just went out and threw out a bunch of corn. I don't know when they'll come around. Don would like to get his son-in-law down here to hand feed the deer, like I had him. Yeah.
Well, you got snow out there, didn't you?
Oh, dude, it's been snowing for 3 days. Oh, and then we've been going out in the morning, anything from 10 to 15 below.
Holy
It's been
crap.
brutal. Yeah. And on top of that, oh my, this did not help matters. I can't put Dawn on my 4-wheeler because I can't make it warm enough in there. the average hunter, I put my little space heater in there, and the average hunter is fairly comfortable, but I can't put Dawn in there. So everywhere we hunted, we had my truck. And I mean, it was so bad, Paul, that, you know, we're out there in the woods like, hey, Ron, I got to take a pee. Okay. Open up the door. He'd step out, still connected to his oxygen, out there 30, 45 seconds up to a minute max. And then when he would come back inside the truck, it would take him 3 to 5 minutes to recover. Just, yeah.
Wow.
But he, you know, he wants to be out there. He wants to hunt. Well, anyhow, I went up a trail I should not have in the pickup, and I got stuck. Holy shit.
Wow.
And I forgot I had left my shovel inside the four-wheeler, so we had no shovel.
Yeah.
So what had happened was we were going up this trail, and we called it a 2-track. And I'm like, you know, guys, this is getting a little hairy. I'm going to turn around and go back. Well, I went to turn the truck around, and I wasn't watching, and I backed
the track.
right into an embankment.
Yeah.
And the front end had an embankment, so I was sandwiched in between. I mean, these embankments were only maybe a foot high, but the truck was sandwiched. We get out with our hunting knives to cut out the ground, the frozen ground, to cut out the ground. So, oh my,
Oh my. Well, that didn't help your back any either.
no. Thank God we got out of there in about an hour. It took us to cut ourselves out. But
Good morning. Sarah Stickley says she is listening from work.
Say that. Sorry, I didn't see you. I had my head down.
Yep. This weekend, AZ's son's getting married down in Arizona. And a lot of people are coming in from the East Coast. So
Is everybody else doing anything new, different?
Paul's just loving his hotel.
Oh yeah, yeah. I did a couple jobs this week, so I was looking for that damn picture. I don't know where I put it. Damn it, or that video. I know I kept it, but anyways, the other night I come back from a friend of mine to what's called Horseshoe Hill. It comes down, big sharp turn, and it goes downhill at the same time. I come around the corner there and freaking about a 10-point buck there, just step out the road. But it goes straight up the hill, and he's struggling and trying to get up. But I caught it on my dash cam on my truck, So,
Oh, cool.
yeah. But he's a big boy, neck on him, but he was struggling trying to get up because it's quite a steep climb. But I stopped in case he decided to change direction, right? So I knew I kept it someplace. I don't know where the hell I put it. Right back.
Other than that, it's just been cold and nasty here. We haven't had the snow yet, but they're calling for it the next couple of days.
Oh, really?
Paul, you're supposed to get snow too, right?
Well, it was supposed to snow by now. Like there were some snow clouds went by, but it never dropped anything out of the clouds. So, but it's cold out there. Holy mackerel! So,
Alexa, what is the weather for tomorrow?
Tomorrow in Port Huron.
Here's the forecast for tomorrow.
With a
Looking
high
for
of
sunny
29
weather
degrees
with a high
Fahrenheit
of
and a
29
low of
degrees
27
Fahrenheit and a
degrees.
low of 8 degrees. By the way, I can now give you birthday gift ideas from Amazon's gift guide. Want to hear one now?
No. Rod.
what do you mean you do your own? Oh no, sorry. JD,
Birthday.
JD, there's a good deal over there. Hotel's got 45% off right now on all their Nanos and Light Plus and all them right now.
45% off. Wow.
45% off right now.
Answer your question. Woolworths Group is up 0.1% over the last 6 days.
Alexa, stop. No, thank you.
Not sure what went wrong.
Woman, shut up. Tell her, Paul.
No, I'm really nice to her, and she's really nice to me back when I ask a question. She says, "You're welcome, Paul. Thank you."
Every time I yell and curse at her, she's like, "Do you talk to your mother like that?" Jeez.
I hope we're playing with our phone and not falling asleep there, Rob.
Sorry,
No, he's
No,
I
I'm messaging and I'm doing a lot of things.
didn't know if you were sitting there like this, sound asleep or what.
I know.
Yeah.
he's got his printers running almost 24/7.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I come on because obviously Paul was on his own.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I didn't see him on
And it
his
was
own.
greatly appreciated. Rob came in, swooped in and jumped on the panel.
Yeah. Well, I don't get here till about 20 after 9 or so, or have to get back home.
Oh yeah, well, wasn't anything towards you, but usually sometimes David's here and sometimes some other people. But
I need to
Yeah.
jump off a bit.
okay, Rob, thanks for dropping in.
Good to see you, Rob. Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you both. Bye.
Okay,
So it's JD's birthday, huh?
it's his yeah.
Right, it's JD's birthday.
Well, I guess something for JD. Hold on a minute, JD. Coming at you, buddy.
JD's waiting for a car that comes out, an RC car that comes out and got wings, so when he does the jump, it'll fly, Oh, I think he already does that, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah,
There's JD. This is
it's
my.
the landings that he doesn't necessarily hit.
I want to wish JD a happy birthday.
Yeah. There you go. So all the people mistaking Boo for nuts.
Happy birthday, buddy.
That's good. Mia, stop.
Okay, how can you tell it's cold out, Paul?
I don't want to go out.
Gracie's over here. She just got on she came in from outside right on top of the heater where the heat comes up from the
Okay.
but
She's no fool. She knows where the heat's coming
she
from.
just sitting there curled. She curls. Why don't if my house gets cold and the freaking heat comes up? JD said his birthday's in February, so why'd they say happy birthday to him, man? Yeah.
It was just sending you some happy birthday thoughts, JD.
Yeah, there you go. Well, the cops have been here yet. I had to call the cops this morning.
Why?
2 doors down on the road, there's a bicycle. They're stealing them here all the time. They dropped it in the middle of the road, right against the curb, but on the road. Told them to come and get it. So we'll see if they've done it yet. They must have been here. It's gone. Well, they steal like 2-3 bicycles a day here in St. Thomas. So looked like somebody just dropped it, walked away. Well, Paul, I think they're might make an announcement today, but I'm not 100% sure. But Ontario government and Cupid's still far apart at the bargaining table. They said they were going to do something at the Meter Cut Union says hold off on providing more fulsome update until Tuesday. I heard that they're going to give 5 days notice. So that means, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they're going to be on strike on Monday. So they have to give 5 days notice, eh?
Yeah.
No, I bet you. I'll bet you.
There's the Nano you're talking about, right?
Yep, and the Nano Plus drone standard bundle, yeah, I'll tell, yeah.
There's the premium for $709, because I think I paid the $10.99.
Yeah, $1,100. So that's quite a bit of money off.
And
Huh?
here's the Light Plus Standard bundle.
Look at that. Save $470.
Yep. And then over here is the premium bundle with the extra batteries and charging and everything.
Look at that. 35% off. $650 off right now.
Yeah.
Anybody want to buy a, because I got a thing, like I said this morning from Motel. Then they had that big sale on. Yeah. Yeah, Paul J. Martin ball coming up.
Yep. Look at how hazy and yucky it is out.
I wonder if I can, I got to figure out how to do this. I saved maybe in the library. I'll watch later. There we go. I think it's there. Cool. It was a neat aerial that somebody did with their drone, but it was one of the ships they're loading it with coal. But let me see. No, okay, that's not it. Okay, oh, it's down at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. Somebody, okay, I gotta optimize this first. Okay, but this is cool. Somebody did drone shots there, but this is a Algoma innovator or something.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, this is how they load full of coal. Okay, so they push car up here. Okay.
And then dump it into the conveyor.
No, it goes up here, then it goes way up in the air, then they dump it. But if you watch, it'll shove another car out the other side, and watch the other car goes down.
Empty. Yep.
It rolls down, then goes up a hill. Okay, then it goes through a spring switch. Okay, so it goes up the hill, okay, past the switch, then it comes back and rolls down, but back over on another track and goes over to the side. Okay. But somebody did a drone video of this, but now you see right here, they're bringing up a train car.
They're actually going to,
And then they dump it, and then it comes down the chute into the ship. It was pretty cool watching this. It was quite, I don't know, quite a little bit long, not that long, but see how it's dumping now?
look at the coal dust.
Oh, yeah. Well, they spray water too. See the water they're spraying? To keep the dust down. But they take the whole train car and dump it. They pick it up, like, and turn it upside down to dump it out.
You can see it coming out on the other end. Yep.
And it comes out down here. And then the process is played over again. That one goes back down to the thing. Another one comes up, pushes it out of the way, and it goes up there and turns around and comes back on the track at the back. But somebody did all drone videos. They did all the way around and different areas and stuff. I thought, wow, this is such a cool video. What they did here, it was just awesome what they did.
Well, especially you're into trains too. So.
Oh, yeah. It was more fascinating for me because the trains, but, here's the Algoma Innovator, I think it was, being loaded. Yeah, Algoma Innovator. But see, here comes the next car up, eh? But it's all Norfolk Southern. But it's so cool the way they are doing things here. And this thing here is still coming down, I think. It comes down to about the last minute. Oh, right there. It's almost down there now. Okay. And you see the other car right there. Okay. And all it does is this one pushes that one out of the way and it goes up that ramp and it just repeats itself to dump it. And it's pretty cool. I was actually watching all that. I thought that was such a cool video. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so I'm going to go here, copy, cool. And just for the fun of it, I will put it in the chat in case anybody wants to go watch it. But there it is. Yeah. There, JD, you want something to watch? That's pretty cool. But it's all drone video, right? And it's so cool watching that. Yeah.
Yeah, like JD said, yeah, I'd imagine the maintenance they gotta do
Oh,
on that.
Because they got cables and weights and, you know, all that stuff's got to wear out or even though train cars going through that.
Hey,
Hey, DJ.
what's going on, fellas? What are y'all up to this
What are you on,
morning?
harassing the neighbors or what?
No, I'm actually downtown area here. I did drop a couple of friends off, a couple of regulars that come in the liquor store. They had a court hearing this morning, so I dropped them off and fiddle farting around here until they're finished or whatever. I might go. I gotta mail something off to my sister and wait for them to finish up. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, but
Yeah.
thought I'd come here and put my drone in the air and get a couple shots, whatever.
Well, good. Get out there and fly.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Everybody's out and about. They're actually they're in the process of every year, like they build these sand structures and they call it Sandyland. And so they're in the process of getting that up for the holidays and everything. So I was checking that out and took a couple shots of them putting the structures up. So just kind of hanging out for now.
Well, good.
Yep. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in and say hey and say good morning. But I'm gonna hop off. I'll see you guys later on this evening.
Okay, buddy.
Yep.
All right.
See you
We'll
later.
see ya.
Yep.
Bye-bye. Hey, Paul, here's the ship video I did last night.
Oh, you did one last night?
Yeah.
Oh, the Everbright.
You notice there is no lights on.
Yeah.
And that Nano, I'm just,
That's with the Nano, Paul?
yeah.
Where's that ship from?
Holland.
Holland. Wow. You get ships from all over the world there?
Yeah, pretty much if they can fit through the canals. But I'm just amazed that little dinky thing does that kind of quality.
What time of night was that, Paul?
About 9:30.
But he was going north. He must have been going out just to anchor, wasn't he?
No, he's going up somewhere else. He's loaded with actual asphalt, liquid
Oh.
asphalt.
Oh, okay.
Liquid asphalt?
Yeah, that's what I say.
Interesting.
It's a bulk petroleum liquid bulk asphalt, because asphalt is made with petroleum, you know.
Yeah. But he got his money back for that computer that was under warranty.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Bill. Hey, get you gooey.
It was cold down there.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
But that was my night flight last night. And the reason I went, Paul, was I got to be thinking that it's not going to be nice for several days.
Yeah.
So I said, get my butt going. And, you know, my back was hurting, but I went anyway. So I find I have one of those heated throws, Ron, and I put it over the back of my chair down onto the seat.
Right.
I sit in that and turn that baby on high. And after about 3 or 4 hours, I feel pretty good.
Mm. Oh, JD.
What JD say?
To play a little more, Murray. That music didn't quite put me to sleep yet.
Here's a
I have some regular followers that love the night stuff because of
Yeah.
the colors and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Hodges, you'll like this one. It's a picture inside the lodge with me and Don and his son-in-law last night. Oh,
Woohoo!
big old grizzly right behind us.
Wow. That was so cool. Like, look at even the curtains got wrecking moose on them.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
hey, look at the lampshade. You know, you don't see those very often. Wow.
yeah, the lodge is really pretty inside.
Yeah.
That's a good picture.
Well,
Oh man. So, yeah, today's the boss's wife's birthday, so being that I'm the closest one to town, I gotta go order some flowers. We always get her a big thing of flowers for her birthday, and we sneak it in the lodge somehow. It's always a task every year. But
So you guys don't buy her flowers and a box of chocolates?
no, she's got enough desserts there. Oh my God, last night they had cherry cheesecake, blueberry cheesecake, chocolate cake with peanut butter icing, and shoe fly pie for desserts. She
But
only
you-
eats more goodies.
You know what might be a special treat, just something for you to think about, is a gift box of Lindor chocolates. They're imported chocolates, Lindor. And they come in a really nice little box and whatever, and put that right next to it with her name on it, you know?
I don't know if they have something that fancy in this area.
yeah, see you later there, Gitchigumi.
Okay, get your gumi, you take care, he's in Japan.
Did you do the school bus today, Paul?
Yep. Yep.
How were the little Indians today?
Oh, well, I'm getting a little concerned, Paul. Well, they're starting to tell us to start masking up again, maybe, and all this. They haven't enforced it yet. But I get a few kids on the bus right now. They've been off sick for a few days, and they're just going, eh.
So are you masked?
Well, I've had COVID, plus I've had 4 shots, so I don't know. Maybe I'm pushing it too much. I don't know. Huh?
Common cold or the flu anymore. It's, oh, you automatically have COVID.
Yeah.
That's the only goddamn disease out there anymore.
Yeah, I was thinking about going. Yeah, I'm going to see about going out today, maybe getting the flu shot, the regular flu shot. So,
Yeah, I had to get it a couple weeks ago at work.
yeah. I can go to the pharmacy here. I think you can do just walk-ins, right? So, I think
Oh, yeah, you can go to any pharmacy and they'll do it.
yeah. But some of them want appointments, right? So, I don't know.
Like, I know Rite Aid here, you just walk in and I think most of the major pharmacies is just a walk-in.
Yeah. I think the one I go to, Shoppers Drug Mart, I think they're, we just walk in, I think.
Share one more picture with you, Paul.
Okay.
My cop buddy from Pennsylvania is up in Alberta, Canada. And one big ass moose. Holy crap.
And I want to get some really good windshield washer fluid. And I want to go to the drugstore anyway, because I want to pick up some isopropyl alcohol or whatever the hell it is. But because what I do is I get a squirt bottle and I get this -40 windshield washer fluid. It's like, it's a lot better than the other original regular stuff. But anyways, I put some alcohol in it and put it in a squirt bottle, and I use it on the school bus to clean the windows off in the winter, right? When they're all frosted over.
Right.
There's no freaking scraping whatsoever. It's like that, give it a few minutes and gone. Everybody's up there, they're trying to weigh up, and they're trying to reach and trying to scrape the windshield and go, really? There is easier ways to life than that.
Here you go, Hodges. This is my buddy up.
Oh.
He's up in Alberta.
Whoa, there's a big boy.
Yeah.
Wow. You
Big
take
old-
spread on him.
Yeah. There's a big bugger. Woo. Man.
Well, say so. Wow.
Hey, Uncle Bill.
Hey, how do you
Uncle
do?
Bill's at home.
He looks like he just woke up or not feeling well.
Yes.
Yes and yes.
Yes, and yes.
No, I feel okay. I'm a little puffy when I wake up in the morning, I guess. I don't know. But no, I've been kind of up for a couple hours, just kind of laying there trying to sleep, but
Yep.
with YouTube running next to me, trying to let it put me to sleep. But instead, I was very interested in the documentaries I was watching. So I just kept staying away. So it's like, oh, look, Paul's on first thing in the morning. How unusual.
Yeah.
Unusual. Yeah, maybe I should be buying this, Paul.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a fucking heated blanket for the dog.
For the dog. Yeah.
And it's got a beagle on it, of all things, right?
Yeah, Bill, Paul was telling us that Gracie, it's so cold. She comes in and she gets on the register where the heat's coming up on the floor and just curls up on the register.
Well, an old house has got the big 12 by 12, like great chick come up.
Heating duck, yeah.
See here. Why can't I pop? Oh, there it is. I'm actually using, this isn't my phone. You may have noticed I'm in my living room.
Yeah.
I am using a device that's new to me. It's not new, but it's new to me. It's Microsoft Surface. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I've heard of it.
The Surface Go, this is one of the original ones, which it's pretty decent. It's basically a tablet, but it's like a laptop. You know what I mean? Because the person who bought it is one of the people that I do computer work for on a regular basis, older fellow, in his 70s. And every so often, he just gives me some of his old stuff. You know, I mean, I don't take any money from him. You know, he'll feed me lunch, and every so often he throws me something that he's not using anymore or has a problem. If you fix this, you know, keep it. And this was given to me a few months ago, and it was bricked. And it's not old enough to be bricked. You know what I mean? I think it'd be December. They bought it in 2018, and it's a decent little unit. I mean, they paid. Just the tablet part itself was $400, which is a pretty good chunk of change for, you know what I mean? So it's not a low end laptop, you know what I mean? That was 4 years ago. And then they bought the keyboard cover thing for it. That's another $130. And then so, you know, it's pretty nice, pretty decent. It's not, you know, top of the watermark, but it runs Windows. So I have a Windows tablet, which is convenient for a lot of reasons. And anyway, it was bricked by Microsoft. Microsoft did an update to their BIOS, or, you know, to the firmware, which made all the original devices, the original Surface Go's, not recognize that the onboard hard drive was a boot drive, and you couldn't fix it because you couldn't get into it. You couldn't get into anything. It would just turn on, and you just had a black screen, and you know. So they finally came up with it's a long it's not for everybody, you know. You had to first of all,
Gotta have some computer knowledge and talent.
a little bit, you know what I mean? I mean, they made it as easy as possible, but you still had to have an adapter from USB-C to USB-A. You had to make sure that it was that the thumb drive was formatted correctly, because this only recognizes FAT32 on boot up. You had to put the Windows operating system on that drive and update it with the update to the BIOS. Basically, it's UEFI, but you know, same thing as BIOS. And blah 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 blah. And then and anyway, long story short, it's working great. I think. I don't know, how do I sound, by the way? So very first time I've used this for streaming.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's-
Working good.
That's cool. Yeah, it's a neat little unit. You know what I mean? I mean, I have a laptop, which is what I would use for actual, you know, the laptop's actually way older than this. You know, but, I mean, it's only got 4 gigs of RAM. Got a nice screen, you know, it's HD, and it works good. So now if I bring it out in the living room, I can actually see the chat
Well, there you go.
instead of using my phone. Yeah, camera seems okay, you know, not bad. Considering there's not a lot of light out here right now. I usually give when they gives me PCs and I fix them up, I usually give them away, you know, to people at work, people that don't have a lot of money, whatever, you know, that have a lot of kids, you know, so I'll fix them, get them working right, and then I give them away, even spend a little money on them. I'm not giving this one away. I want this. I'm gonna keep this. This is pretty cool. Because I don't have a high-end laptop or a tablet for myself. My wife's got the iPad, but I have a Samsung Tab A, you know, cheapo. So I have that Android and I have this Windows one. I get to play with it. I know this is boring conversation, but I just got it, so I'm kind of, you know, and getting it to work after being disappointed for all those months when I couldn't get it to work.
Well, the thing of it is what I appreciate, like most people, as we get older, I've accumulated all kinds of old technology, tablets, computers, laptops, all kinds of things. And there's really nothing wrong with them other than they just don't fit in today's world, you know?
Okay.
And the fact that you were able to make that one work, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was owned by an older fellow, just sat on his desk too. I mean, there's not a scratch on it. It looks like I just bought it, you know. So yeah, he just visited his porn sites. And that would be it. His avatar. They did, you know, those avatar sites where you interact with other people and you're a cartoon character. He kind of likes that.
That's Justin's world. Mr. Stickley.
Is he here?
No, I think he checked in once this morning, but he's on the road. He's got to go back up to where he was staying until Saturday, to work another area.
Well, okay, well, then I will refrain from busting Justin's chops.
But Sarah was in earlier. She said she was listening. And Marshall's here. Good morning, Marshall. And
I like Sarah. I'm not gonna bust Justin's chops without him being here. Anyway, so works pretty good. Let's see, let's do gallery. Ooh, okay. God, you guys looking handsome this morning. Look at me. Look at my eyes.
Yeah, you're
This
a little
this really brings out
you
the,
look a little puffy. Yep.
yeah, this really brings out the fat old Italian in me. With enough light, the Irish side shines through.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a coffee.
Ron hurt his back yesterday.
But anyway, that's my little success story. I had several this week, though. A PC went down at work that was really important to us that we were using for tracking our sales and employee tips and all kinds of stuff. And our scheduling, for parties. And that wasn't that old either. But she bought a Dell all-in-one. Those all-in-ones to me are just, they're convenient and nice and all, especially if you want to pick it up and move it somewhere, and space-wise, but if you have a problem, they go bad, you lose your monitor too, you know what I mean? The whole thing's gone, so.
Right.
Yeah, what did an update, blue screen went dead. It was getting really slow. It was the hard drive went on, it had a 1 terabyte. And of course it's an all-in-one, so it's a 2.5 inch, it's a laptop size drive. And it's used so many hours of the day.
Here comes Justin now.
Hey, there he is, Mr. Avatar.
Mr. Gas Man.
Bill, how does like at your place, like for tips, how does that work? Like, the average person anymore pays by credit card as opposed to cash. Like, how do you add it up all at the end of the day and divide it amongst all the waiter waitresses?
No,
Does it go to that individual?
Everybody gets their tips. They get their own tips. When you ring out their audit, it says right on the screen how many charged tips they had. Their cash tips obviously are in their pocket, but however many charged tips they have, I cash them out and I pull them out of the drawer and I give it to them. Now, if it's a server, they don't have a drawer, they have a bank. So what that does, that subtracts it from their cash sales. So it stays in their pocket because they basically run around with their own bank in their pocket. You know what I mean? By whatever money they collected for people who pay cash, because believe it or not, a lot of people still pay cash.
Yeah.
And then I subtract it out. Now, if they don't have enough cash sales to cover their charged tips, what I do is I go to my drawer, which generally has a lot more cash in it because leagues pay cash check and more pay cash than check. So I always have a lot more cash in my drawer. So I'll actually tip them out of, I'll run the tip program, pick their name, cash out their tips, hand them their cash, that's it. But no, they get paid their cash at the end of the shift. We're doing a kind of a thing where we make them tip the bartender and the lane attendant if he's delivering more food and like that, because we had to.
I was gonna ask, like, I
Doing
know
that on
some
home,
places-
but they weren't. Sorry?
don't they, some places they try to tip the cooks and stuff? Do you do anything like that, or?
No. No, we don't tip the cooks. Cooks get paid okay. They get paid well. If they
Yeah,
want to tip their cook, if they want to, they'll. I buy the cook a few beers here and there, when they go.
I've been a few places though where it's joint tip for everybody, and everybody that's working there gets a percentage of whatever
Right.
the tip is.
No, they pool their tips. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've worked in places like that. I didn't stay. Because what happens is, a lot of high-end places do that. And then the maitre d' collects up all the tips. And then he decides how much each person gets. Like the assistant maitre d', he gets this. The assistant maitre d' gets this. His favorite waiter gets that. The other waiters might get a piece about that big, and then they get down to like the bus help and like that. The guys that are really busting their chops and running around like that.
Dishwashers and everything else, yeah.
Well, so they'll send some to the kitchen, you know what I mean? You want to keep the kitchen happy so that if the kitchen's happy, you get your stuff fast. But this is a bowling center. We do have food sales, but the lion's share is, I mean, it's a lot of food, it's a lot of beer, it's more the front end than.
Blizzard says when he ran his parents' gas station, the tip was either $1 or $2.
Yeah, well, you can actually tip the front desk people. There's people that tip just for putting them on a lane. They come in, yeah. I mean, it gives them the option, and it's just people just
Now,
okay.
do they have a tip jar there, or is it just individual?
It's individual.
Okay,
But we just started something recently where say there's 2 desk people that they share their tips. I don't know. I don't like that. They won't. The GM just started doing that because if somebody's really good and people really like them, why shouldn't they be allowed to? Like we got this one little, I won't mention names, little cutie pie, and she's a really hard. She's beautiful, beautiful girl, just beautiful young girl, big smile. Really nice to the customers, hustles, make sure they're taken care of, really, really quick. And attractive people get tipped more. I mean, that's just the way it is, you know what I mean? And she will make anywhere between $30 and $60 in tips just for working the front desk. And then they started saying, well, that's not fair. What do you mean? They started making her split the tips with the other people. So needless to say, she started taking shifts as a server. So I lost shifts with my best desk person. One of my best desk. But anyway, but that's how it goes. Now they get their money and we give it to them right away. A lot of places you don't get it right away. Ends it. What they'll do is all the charge tips show up in your paycheck. Like if you go to I get my hair cut at Sport Clips. I'd rather say no tip and give them the cash because I asked them, they don't, the good employees, they don't complain, you know what I mean? But I asked them, so if I put the tip on everything, oh no, they it goes in their check. So you know that they're definitely taking taxes out, you know what I mean? Of the tips that come in, so.
right.
And frankly, with a chain like that, doing that, especially now that interest rates are up, that money's in the account, and when you put that giant slush fund of tips, because the employees don't get any interest that's gained over the course of the month with the tips and because it's a big giant floating account, and the company gets to keep the interest they make on the tips, which and I don't know what that company does. I didn't ask, but some companies will actually take out a percentage for the cost. Now, don't forget, part of that tip, the house is picking up the service charge on each transaction. Now you got somebody that's buying a beer and tips somebody $20 because they do that. We only made the money on the beer and we're paying like 35 cents or plus well, I don't know what the per transact. There's usually a per transaction fee and a percentage with a cap, but if you go too big on the tip, we probably lost 50, 75 cents on a $3 beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some places will actually take that out. But anyway, that's exciting stuff here this morning. And if I'm working a drawer, which we open a manager drawer and I wait on people and somebody tips me, I just give it to them. Because I'm salary.
Correctly.
I give it to the desk person. Yeah. Keeps them working hard for me.
Sure. Well, and them
Plus,
them in the long run, them taking care of you makes your job easier.
Well, yeah, they like working for me. They don't, but at least to my face, they do. I don't know.
Well, when you're singing in the bar, do you get a tip for singing too?
No, though, that's the trick. They give me money to shut the hell up. See, that's what like extortion.
That's how you make your money. Just
Yeah, the one day he was on here and he was at the bar singing and
It's
had
loud
his,
here. Nobody
had
can
his
hear.
phone going and everybody was hooting and hollering and
Oh, well, I have a lovely singing. I'm gonna get a coffee. I'll be right back, guys.
okay.
So I better run, guys. I gotta,
What time you got to be there on?
well, 2 this afternoon, but I gotta try and figure something out.
Oh, you got flowers to get.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is the local flower shop is closed. I just saw it on their website. They're closed for the season. So it's like, oh shit, I don't want to drive all the way to Gillette and these roads. So I gotta try and get a hold of the other guides to see how, if
See if
anybody's.
they're close to a flower shop. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me get on that.
Okay. All right, Ron. Have a great day.
We'll see you in, whenever.
Protect yourself now. Don't be throwing your back out.
Yep. I hope I get somebody younger than maybe 70 or 60 as a
Yeah.
hunter this next couple of days. Somebody can help me.
Yep.
But anyhow, guys, see you all later.
Okay, Ron. Thanks for popping in.
Everybody have a
Hey,
good
Ron.
day.
Yep.
See ya.
Oh,
God, it's cold, Paul.
Yeah.
Don't like this cold.
Yeah.
you know, I've been called the gas man before, but not for the same reasons, I don't think. Oh, just the mug.
Yeah,
Little Lamalura.
little Lamalora's mug.
Yeah, I didn't get to go Sunday on the, were you there Sunday for her Jackbox?
I don't think she did.
Oh,
Yes,
she did.
yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yeah, she was on early. 'cause
I think last Tuesday, because she usually goes what, Tuesdays and Sundays.
Mhm.
And I don't know if she did last Tuesday or not.
Mm-mm.
No,
No, she
she
didn't.
was feeling well.
Yeah, no, she didn't. She did Sunday but I was up with my dad, so I wasn't able to.
Yeah,
I checked in a little bit before they went live and told her. And but I'll be there today.
yeah. Because today's an early one, right?
Actually, the one on Sunday, she went on 1 o'clock Eastern time. So tonight, I don't know. I'll have to ask her. That's something else I have to install on here. I don't have Messenger on here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want it on here. That's it. The Messenger app is annoying. I turn off most of the notifications. It's just because it's just constantly going, you know.
Yeah,
I only use it to get a hold of people because talking to like Tim and stuff, I don't have international calling, so it's a free way of calling people in other countries.
hey,
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. It's convenient. You're right, Justin. It's very, very convenient, you know.
what did you hear about Tim? Supposedly Tim has kissed off YouTube again.
It's just some private stuff. It's nothing anybody on YouTube did.
Yeah, because he explained it as though he was just spending too much time on YouTube and
I mean, I know what it is, but I'm not going to say because it's not
Yeah.
my place to say. Tim wants to come on and say he can, but I know it's nothing to do with anybody on YouTube, though. God dang, this window is dirty. Trying to get my windows cleaned before I leave.
well, I keep sending him invites. So
He'll be back eventually. He always does.
Yeah, I had my stream blocked from Sunday.
you did.
Yeah, one of the, Alexis was going nuts with music, playing I mean, I started it. I played the Celebration by Casey and the Sunshine Band, you know what I mean? But, you know, all that did was give me a light little claim because it's so old, I guess, you know? And, but then we played, what is it, Boogie Nights and a couple other ones, you know? And she played Daft Punk, which, you know, whatever. But then she played something Nikki, Little Nikki or something Nikki or Luscious Nikki, I don't know, from Prince.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that one, they actually blocked my stream.
Oh yeah, sometimes you'll get blocked in the middle of your stream, and then as long as you turn the content off, your stream will come back on.
Come back on. Yeah, typically I had that happen to me. I was showing a Laurel and Hardy movie. You imagine that? Something that's probably 70 years old and they blocked my stream.
Yeah, I've had that happen twice to me where the chat was still up and they were like, "Hey, your stream's off." I'm like, "What the hell?"
Older
And
than
it
that.
was something we were just watching. It was actually that happened last week. It was just another content creator's video, and they blocked it. And he didn't, I guess from what I was told, he didn't have any blocks or anything on his videos. It's just YouTube picked it up as we were like, I guess, trying to steal somebody else's content or something.
I'll be right back. I gotta pitch
But
some.
tons of people do reaction videos to his videos and never had an issue. So I guess it was just YouTube's algorithm picked it up and it shut it off. My stream was off for like 3 or 4 minutes. Because it's Ownage Pranks. He just does prank calls to people, and people do reaction videos to his calls all the time without no issues. So I don't know what the, like I said, I think it was just automated through YouTube. YouTube picked it up as an issue.
All right.
When Dominic was showing,
Messenger is now installed on my computer. There we go.
as I say, I had that happen when Dominic was just showing us some AFL from Australia. He was showing us a video of AFL footage, and it shut my stream down for a couple of minutes. So we had to turn it off.
Yeah, they blocked it. So I went in and I did that new, you know, that newish. It's not new anymore. They still call it new, but it's beta, I guess. Where it mutes the music, but you can still hear the talking. You know, it's pretty neat how it works. But it does work. It mutes the music, and you can still hear us talking.
Yeah, well, what's cool about that too is before you would have to edit it, then you would lose your whole live chat and everything if you had to cut that part of the video out. That's what sucked about the old way of doing it, when you had to edit your live. Because it would ask you, well, you want to take that portion out of your live stream, we'll put it back up, and you would choose that option, but then you lose your entire live chat for that live stream. Granted, it's not a big deal because how many people are going back, but you know, in 2-3 years, you might want to, you know, browse through your old lives and just have a laugh, you know, and you won't be able to see your chat.
Laura, I just messaged Laura. She says 11:45, so that'll be 6:45 6:45 Eastern time, Paul.
Okay, so it's tonight.
Yeah, which is convenient for me as long as I don't have dinner plans or something. This way I can get stuff done today, you know.
I had to bring my
I
laptop.
told her I was in here. Here she is. Hi, Laura. And Bill and Mike B. Did you say hi to all these people, Paul? Oh, Paul's not even here. Okay. How about the other Paul? Paul Hodges.
Yep, I'm sitting here. Yep.
We got new people in the chat there.
Who we have? We got Blizzard, Mike, aka Drone Ranger, and Little Llama Laura. Justin's favorite person. All right.
Oh, Mike, where were you at last week? I ain't seen you the last couple live streams.
Hey, B. What's up, guys?
And I finally saw your things on Discord, but like I said, I don't really go into my own Discord server very often.
Rodney Bell. Hi, Rodney.
Hey, Rodney, oh, you must be on break from his job, enough to sneak in here for a couple minutes, eh? All right.
So you have to check out Laura's. She bought the newest version of Jackbox.
Yeah.
I saw the other night she was playing in some different games I've never seen before.
Yep. It's got a brand new Fibbage 3, I think. And
But as much as you guys play, though, you guys were starting to remember a lot of the questions.
Well, but it's a new game. It's got new questions, and I got my butt kicked, so they're all convinced that I had them all memorized.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because I remember when you guys were playing not too long ago. I mean, you guys, there was quite a few questions that popped up that you guys remembered the answers to, because you guys play it a lot. So that's going to tend to happen. It's like having a board game, you know, like trivia or something.
I don't know, quite a few. There were some, you know, and fortunately, when you're playing against me, I don't remember shit. So, well, that's familiar.
I know Mudball got quite a few though. There was two questions that he remembered when I was watching him play.
Mudball does well. He's a wealth of crap. You know, he's just smart. Don't get me wrong, smart guy. You know?
Oh, he's one of those people that's full of useless information.
Yeah, it's just especially when it comes to movies and so, you know, I mean, he's a trivia maven, actually, ish. I still beat him on pretty often. That's it. That's what happens with age, you know. I mean, I don't remember stuff until sometimes I see it in front of me, and then, oh yeah.
So how much is it for you to upgrade the game, like to get the newest version?
Well, it depends on the game. You know, I mean, like $35 for the game, I think.
And that includes all the different ones, or what?
Yeah, it's a kit, a pack. You'll get like 3, 4, 5 games, you know, depending on what they are.
Right.
But there's only a couple that you'll probably want to play, you know, sometimes only one, you know, but I mean, they're all pretty good. Rodney Bell, please tell Justine I said howdy.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Rodney?
Why is he calling you Justine?
Everybody's been calling me that. Right?
Justine.
Wow, man.
Fibbage 4. There you go. That's sorry, Laura.
Rodney Bell, good morning. Yeah, I had to pitch some peanuts to my gallery out there.
Laura, whatever games you want. I like, you know, I didn't mind getting my butt beat. We could do Fibbage 4. I know. I'm always representing for you, Laura. There's your cup, or your cheap pool glass, or the shirt. Shirt shrank a little. It's a little tight. Printing anything lately, Justin?
No, I just haven't. Sean hasn't had time to help me get my printer working again. We're probably going to work on it this next weekend.
I didn't know it wasn't working. What's wrong with it?
We were having issues with the firmware update for the BL Touch, but he's just been so busy the last couple months with hunting and all that stuff. He hasn't really had a lot of time to help me. So he's just now starting to get back into the live streams with me and stuff. So because all his hunting stuff is finally over. So, but there's like a 3-month period out of the year where you won't see much of Sean because he gets really busy with hunting and work, and he does a lot of vacation stuff at that time. And so, unfortunately, we had that issue right before he started all that, so I haven't really been doing much with that. But those firmware updates can be a little complex sometimes on those things.
Yeah,
sometimes you have to
I haven't
just to get it.
I haven't done any updates on mine.
Yeah, those can be a little finicky because sometimes you have to change the date in the file name just to get the printer to recognize it. There's just weird things you have to do with them. Sometimes it's not as easy as, you know, how your phone says, oh, you got a new update. Do you accept? Yeah, boom. And then it does the update. You got to go to the website, find the right update that you need. And I'm just not that techie on that side of it. So Sean and Mike usually help me with that kind of stuff.
Okay, Rodney, thanks for stopping in.
Hey, Rodney. Yeah, just you probably had a little quick break there enough to come in, so.
A good day at work. Laura says she's got some TikToks to film today that will make Justine happy. LOL.
Nope. She keeps trying to get me to click on those links. Ain't happening. I told her to buy the book, The Boy That Cried Wolf, and that explained why I don't click on the link. She kept trying to trick me last week. She'd be like, oh, look at this cool little drone crash. And she'd put her link in there. And then she got wise to the links. I could tell by the links what they were. So she was going in and changing the links so they wouldn't come up as TikTok shorts.
There's some reason why you don't want to look at her TikToks?
I just give a crap about them. I'm glad she enjoys doing something. But
I didn't say you're rotten.
I mean, I really can't say anything because I was doing a lot of shorts too back, 6 months ago. But everybody, and that's what's funny is like I was pushing everybody to do shorts like 6-8 months ago. And so many people were like, oh, I hate shorts. I don't want to do them. And now everybody's doing them because it's easy views to get your view count up on your channel because YouTube's pushing them so hard. Even the smallest creators can put one out and get a couple thousand views pretty easily because they're trying to push them to compete with TikTok. So supposedly TikTok is actually now the #1 visited site. They actually are outperforming YouTube supposedly, but I don't believe it because I think TikTok's extremely inflating their numbers. A lot of social media platforms have been caught doing that. Counting duplicate accounts, like when one person has 2-3 accounts, they're counting it as individual users instead of just one user.
Yeah, I don't really.
Make the numbers seem bigger.
TikTok's an evil plan by the Chinese to take over the world.
Yes, it is.
Well, what pisses me off about TikTok is one of the things that makes me mad is, like I said before, is you can post all just for example, you can post all the LGBTQ stuff you want on there and it's fine. But if you post something that's anti that, they'll ban you off of there. And what gets me is the Chinese government would never support that in their own country at all. But yet on the platform, they're outright, causing issues to try to cause division between people. So they're supporting one side. But like I said, it's a Chinese company that's based out of China. And damn well the Chinese government would never support the LGBTQ community. It's just like Russia, right? They're not about any of that. But yet on their platforms, they're allowing one side to have a voice where they don't allow the other side to. I've seen that tons of times. Like you'll get people on there that aren't in that community and people will come into their chats and ask them, what pronouns are you? And because they argue with them or tell them that they're not about all that, immediately their channel gets banned for a week or 2 weeks because they didn't agree with that person that came in the chat, and TikTok will ban you that quick over it. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped using the platform. Granted, all social media platforms have their own issues for sure, but I definitely don't rather be on an American platform than a Chinese one.
There we go. And my settings. Oh, yeah, I don't know. You know, I have more social media than I have time to use now, so. I mean, I don't even go on my I don't even go on my Facebook page usually, so. Let
I
alone,
don't either. I barely go on Facebook.
let alone, what's the other one? TikTok, there's, I don't know, there's so many.
I think I posted one GTA video to Facebook in probably the last 2 months. Everything else has just been my live streams that get posted to there because I multi-platform stream. But other than that, I don't do anything else.
I
On
multi-platformed a couple of my live streams, you know, to Facebook as well as YouTube, and I didn't see any benefit from it, so. I don't know.
I've actually, it benefited me to the point that where there was a few people that didn't know I started a new channel, and it reached them through Facebook. I mean, it's helped me a little bit. Like I've probably gotten about 10 extra subscribers just because of Facebook. But it was like people have already subscribed to my other channel. They just didn't know I had started a new one or didn't realize it, and I was able to bring them over to it. But I mean, if you really look at Facebook, it's really just streaming to mostly your closest friends that already know you're doing that. So, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really benefit you too much. You might get maybe 1 or 2 people that might run across it here or there, but I streamed my Facebook page and then to my Facebook group and then to YouTube, and that's it.
What is there? There's Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, what else is there? Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat.
You got Instagram, you got Twitter, you got another big one is Twitch.
Well, I had Twitch a long time ago because of gaming, you know what I mean? Just to
Right.
stream for gaming, but I have an account, but I haven't really used it.
Twitch is definitely more for techie stuff. There's a lot of 3D printing people on Twitch, a lot of computer people, a lot of gamers. It's definitely more of a techie platform, I would say.
Hey, JD. Wayne B says Justine invented computers.
Yeah, right. If I invented computers, I wouldn't be sitting in a work truck in a parking lot right now.
Well, you'd probably be dead. They've been around a long time.
Yeah, right. I mean, how old is frickin' Bill Gates now? He's what, pushing his 70s now, isn't he?
Oh, he invented coding. He didn't invent anything. He had nothing to do
No,
with it.
I'm just saying he was kind of around at the
He didn't
beginning.
even invent anything. No. He wrote BASIC. You know, MS
No, I'm
DOS.
just saying he was kind of around the beginning of it, though. And he's pretty young at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah, maybe he wrote no, computers were around long before that, but they were using old machine language, and he wrote that for IBM. He wrote a disk operating system for IBM, and they allowed him to keep his license, keep the code. So he relicensed his own version of his MS, Microsoft DOS, versus the IBM DOS, and that's where he got his start. But computers were around a lot longer than that.
Yeah, if I invented something like that, I'd be sitting in my mansion in the Keys right now or something.
In his garage with a bunch of friends writing code. It's amazing, huh?
Yeah, he was the richest man there for a while. Bezos and Elon came along, pretty much blew him out of the water.
He's still up there.
Well, they said he gave like upwards of 25 billion away to charities and stuff over the years. So I don't
How
know.
much? I think more than that.
They said up to like 20 or 25 billion or something.
Oh, billion?
So Yeah, he'd probably be worth a lot more if that's actually what he's done with a lot of his money. I'm sure he'd be up there pretty close to Bezos and
Why not? What are you going to do with all that money?
that's what I'm saying. You got $1 billion alone enough to last you and your great grandkids if you spend it right.
No, he's cutting it back. He only gave in 21. He only gave away 15 million. Oh,
15
sorry.
million?
No, I'm sorry. In 2021, he gave away 15,000 million.
2,000 million.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, a mountain millions, 15,000. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He's
Oh, no,
already,
I guess so.
yeah, I just looked it up, Justin. He's given away more than $50 billion to his foundation since 1994.
Yeah, so explains why he's not quite up there with Bezos and them anymore.
Yes, Laura, the weather is miserable. Yep. You can see a little bit of snowflakes and
Yeah.
Because I know Bezos and Elon keep bouncing back and forth. One of them will be richer than the other one week, and the other one will be worth more.
Now I see an updated one. So far in the course of his life, he's given away $75.8 billion.
And he's still worth what, like 60 or 70 or something?
No, he's got to take 113.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Warren Buffett's given away 32.1 billion, George Soros 32 billion, and Azim Premji 21 billion.
where does
Wonderful.
Soros get his, what is Soros's source of income?
He's a corporate raider, basically. He's an investor.
Just investment. Okay.
I wonder if we'll ever see our world's, in my lifetime, if we'll ever see a world's first trillionaire.
According to this, Bill Gates plans to give away virtually all of his $113 billion fortune. I guess when he's done, before he's dead, he's going to give it all away.
Well, and I guess once you get up to a certain age, though, I mean, all that doesn't really matter anymore, right?
Yeah, well, you just keep a paltry little billion laying around to live on for the rest of your life, and that's it.
Yeah, because it's like that old saying, you can't take it with you. So.
Doesn't he have kids?
I don't know.
Probably not, but that's probably why he's rich.
Yeah, that's what did it.
I'd imagine if he does, he wouldn't leave him with nothing.
JD says Murray gives all his away to the squirrels.
My little family, my little furry family. Yep.
Wow.
Well, guys, I think we've come to the end of the line here. It's kind of,
Yeah, I think so, Paul. I got some stuff I want to
you
do.
got
So
some stuff you want to do, and
I think tomorrow morning I got to go to Tillsburg, and I got to go to Woodstock. So I got some driving to do. So
hey, Uncle Bill, thanks for being here. Justin, as always, you're always welcome, my friend. And everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today.
Okay,
Bye
be
for now.
safe today, Justin. Be safe.
yeah, we'll see you guys.